Alright, hello everyone. Hope you're all having a good morning, or if you're watching the VOD, hope you're having a great whenever your day is, and if you're not, I hope that maybe we can take your mind off it, for at least a little bit. For those watching live, we're a bit late because I decided it would be a great use of my time to spend 40 minutes laying in bed looking at my phone instead of doing something else. So I apologize for that. Ooh, okay, that might be a better way of getting my link in the future. That was pretty quick. Go. Notifying my Discord that I am live, which I honestly need to build up the confidence to link that in the YouTube. And honestly, if I get a lot of bots, I'm probably going to not link that anymore, but we'll see how that goes. I need to make sure I get a good permanent link, though. So let's go ahead and get that settled and sent out. And then I will actually show you guys where I grinded. I ended up finding a really good spot for money while I was playing and exploring to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I think I missed one thing, but it's not something that is actually very important to what I intend to do with my playstyle. If it is, I'll go back and get it. It's 100% spawn. I just need to find out where it was. Let me go ahead and get this out real quick. Be good to go. Isaac's running a little bit extra behind, but we don't have any story stuff immediately in here, so we'll be pretty okay. And for those who watched the stream yesterday, make sure you check the description. I clarified something in the description after the stream that I think is very important, but I don't want to say it in the actual video itself unless I've got to, so we'll take that as it comes. Alright, and I'm going to keep Discord open so I can see when he is ready, but for where I grinded at, so there's this area right here. On the top left, you can see that little triangle. And if you notice, I can zone out to two areas pretty quickly through the north. And in that little section, there's just a bunch of little alranes, or whatever they're called, little red dudes. They drop succulent fruits that are like 330 gil each. And there's no enemies on the route to zone in and out of those two areas. So you can just super easy combo them and get a bunch of money. It's actually, it went really fast once I switched over there. But I kind of explored every area. I didn't really find much, but I did get some stuff. So we've got some items. I don't have a lot of gil to my name though, but let's go on in and take care of this. Oh, hold on. I forgot to do a very important thing. There we go. That'll work. I don't think the tomb should end up being too long. We'll see. But for those who know, there is something upcoming pretty quickly here. I tested it, couldn't do it. Isn't worth doing. So we're not gonna do it. And if you don't know, I'll explain after it shows up. What was that thing? A contraption you'd find in all but the most rudimentary ancient ruin. One touch and off you're whisked to you know not where. The finer points of their operation elude me, but they're handy all the same. What more need a sky pirate know? This is true. Oh. Speaking of sky pirates, our local one is here.
Hello.
Hello. You have not missed anything. So let me go ahead and get the screens moved around. So you can adequately screen, you know what, I'm sticking with it. The screen share.
Yes. We are in Ronka land.
I'm still kind of sad that Mountain Dew crossover doesn't have, like, the Ronka plushie.
Because it'd be too powerful.
It would be too powerful. It would need to cost like 100,000 points, and they can't do that. They would screw over their brand partnership. That and make a lot of people have problems. Okay. So I don't remember how to adequately set up Traveler in this aspect, so I'm gonna run around a little bit. Because we're not going to do it on this boss, but I don't remember what number we needed to be at for the speedrun. Because look, listen, I don't get to use the strat very often, and I like doing it, so. We could easily fight the next boss without it, but we're going to run around a bit and get our steps up. This might be a bit better and less motion inducing or motion sickness inducing for people watching.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go to... That should be fine, I think. So there's this boss. It's optional. It's really hard. The reward isn't worth it in the Zodiac Age. So we're not gonna do it, because I can't do it yet. I tried.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
We should.
Well, not he coming.
Damn it. Ashe, your MP.
Don't need it.
I would think she does.
What if another one?
The other demon wall.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
We're looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm just gonna take this and use it. I did pretty good.
Yeah. It was a decent chunk.
No! Don't do that. No! Bye, Bosh. Rip license points. Since this isn't rando and I don't have the multiplier, I don't think he actually misses out on a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in I can't remember what it was in the original, and maybe the Zodiac job system game. But if you beat the other demon wall, you gain access to a secret passage that leads you to a treasure chest. And in the Zodiac Age, it's just a Scathe mode, so it just casts Scathe once. That's all it does. But in the original, it's either a Demon's Bane or a Blood Sword.
Yeah.
both of which were very good. Blood Sword is guaranteed sap status, but obviously it's not there now. It's from something else. So it's like, since it's really difficult and I would have to grind way more to do it, I don't really want to do it. You can grind to a place you can do that in, but not worth it. I'll run by and grab it later, because it's nice to have one of those where I can just go, pshoom, hit the enemy group with a laser beam.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit.
He looks over. I haven't
Assure him
stolen
of it,
yet.
and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern
I
ourselves
love
with
the
finding
idea
the
that
Dawn
they're like,
Shard.
look at him. He's only concerned with money. All right, traps there. Traps there. There's some
Yeah.
zombies. All right, we need to be
It
careful.
sleeps and waiting, somewhere deep within.
We're gonna have to watch out for
How can we
that
be certain?
hallway. That's troublesome.
I can
He's
hear
just
its
automatically
call.
pointing out all the trouble spots. He's not even caring about what we're finding. He's just like, all right, we should probably tell the others. No, he is definitely concerned about profit, but it's just funny to think otherwise.
Oh, that seems shiny. Oh, that's a mimic.
You know what? He probably would know a mimic. All right. Okay, yeah. There's an easy way for me to remember. So here's the easy way to remember. There are two really good treasure chests that spawn in this area, and there's two paths on each side into the other sections of, this, whatever.
Mhm.
So for both, north path, or the high path on the north side, has the treasure chest, and the short path in the middle. The low path, the south path, if you will, has the treasure chest and the short path on the south side. So it's like, oh, you know what? That's just really easy to remember. Come by and grab the spell, which is going to be very useful to us. A warp mote, which will not be useful to us. Yeah, I also, keen viewers may have noticed I made a goof on the gambits I set up before we ended stream. I had set the 30% cura underneath the 50% cure, which means it was always going to hit 50% first and then use cure, and it would never, go to, hey, if they're at 30%, use cura. So I just noticed that. I was like, oh, that would explain why it wasn't working the way I thought it was. I did put it in the wrong spot. Okay. Oh, great. I thought I had Sona. I do not. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we can teleport out of this place anytime we need.
Just kill them quickly. Easy.
Easy.
Don't get hit.
Yeah, so it's not quite a full heal on Vaughn, but Cura is basically full healing everyone. There it is. We've opened that up. Time to go for the other one. Meanwhile, there's probably treasure I'm missing, but I don't believe there was anything that was like super worthwhile in this other than the magic we're getting. That just sacrificed himself, was like, don't worry, I'll save you. Now, this being said, with the South Path having magic, I don't remember what spell was down here. I just know it was something. I don't know what you were fighting, Vossler, but you killed it. Good job.
You did it.
Vanish. Not exactly a great spell, but it has its uses, you know, every once in a while. All right, here we go. I think I have to go around this side for this.
Valser just scoots up.
You know what? I'm just gonna do this preemptively. Okay, hasting emote's really good. Gosh darn it, Ashe! Little did you know, you had to be worried about the healer tricking the trap instead. Great. I love that. And we're gonna save those for later, so we'll just deal with it for now. Hope I didn't make the wrong decision with that, but Alright, so ordinarily we could go through the secret passage, but I'm going to teleport to the save crystal real quick and get rid of our status. No, a little close. There we go. That should teleport us to the front. This also gives me an opportunity to buy some more handkerchiefs, because we'll need them.
Yes.
Okay. That. Oh, okay. Iron Forged Blade with probably an Iron Sword. I think what we have is better than that, so, yeah. Yes, yes it is. There we go. Buy a bunch of those. Buy a bunch of those. Those. And we have a little something for everything now. Have a hard save here. Yeah, and we're not going to swap over to the PC version, by the way. I know I mentioned it, but it's just a bit too much of a hassle to uninstall the randomizer and reinstall it.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's just a little too much, and I figured it would be, but I asked and kind of confirmed.
That's a bit much.
It's a bit much. All right, I think to make this one.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind.
Cast big spell.
Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
He's stupid.
You say that, but he can remember all the stuff about sky pirates and airships. All right, gonna check for some chests here real quick. There's one. Hey, there's a blood sword. All right. Guaranteed blood sword. One phoenix down. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do. Do you not have the license for it? Hold on. You definitely don't have enough points for it. No, it's right there. Alright, well, we can't use it yet, but it would have been helpful. Wow, I wonder what that is, anyway.
Where?
Oh well. Let's set this up. Oh, went too far. I don't know why I went into the enemy section.
If enemy is oiled, use handkerchief.
Nah, dang it. Blech. Make sure I set up the gambits right. I did. Okay. Yeah, oil makes you take more damage from fire, so, you know. Bad news bears. We needed less than I thought. Alright, calm down. I know it hurts, but get the process over with. Make it go faster. It hurts less. You obtained the Esper, Belias the Gigas.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a
Well, I don't
power
want
whose
that.
worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
Alright, so here's some stuff. Shades of Black lets us cast a random black magic. There's an elixir. Self-explanatory. Not going to be used for quite a while. We are not at a point where our numbers are worth using an elixir.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a matter of, oh, I'm not going to use an elixir until it becomes, you know, until we need it. It's like, no, it's just physically not worth using now. And my rando habits almost got in the way there. We have to go further for the cutscene.
Either.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
What?
Wow,
Well,
it's him, the ghost.
it's the ghost.
Wrestler.
He can see it too. That's gonna do wonders for her emotions right now.
Yeah.
You will be avenged.
I'll put my drink real quick. I have 2 rings. Not sure why she has 2 rings, but you know. We obtained the Dawn Shard.
No, Balthier has it. He was there, center frame.
No, it's in Ashe's hand though. But the Dawn Shard, I believe, does the same thing as the Goddess Magicite. So anyone can equip it, but it reduces MP to 0. I think like all the Nethicite just, hey, oh no, the manufactured Nethicite halves all elements, reduces MP to 0. Dawn Shard and Goddess Magicite increase magic resist, I think. The good news is we get to keep this one. Sadly, we don't get to keep the nethicite.
Yeah.
I'll put, you know, I'll reduce my fighter's MP to 0. I'm sure he won't mind. But in this case, it's still definitely like, you know, risk reward, is like, okay, well, yeah, your fighter doesn't use magic, but he does use, you know, the mist gauge when he gets it, and it removes that too. So if you have any espers or quickenings, you can't use them while you have that equipped.
It's weird.
Well, it absorbs mist and magic. That's its whole thing.
Yeah, but it says MP.
It's a holdover from the original, where your MP and your mist were directly connected. Like, you know, Bond's max MP is 146. If he went down to 145, he would no longer be able to use his max rank quickening, because he lost 1 MP. It's not the case in this game, but there's like other random things that can cause you to lose a little bit of mist, and I don't know what they are. I might ask in the speedrunning server. So I know we've made the connection to Star Wars, but these remind me more of FF13.
Yeah.
Like, definitely, like, the designs of 13 are reminiscent of these, at least little small ships.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your
Wow, it's
presence,
you.
Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the nethicite.
No.
The nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Raithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the nethicite. Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
We've been betrayed.
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain.
Again.
Return to the Dawn Shard. The Empire will permit Lady Ashe to reclaim her throne. And the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored.
Yeah, but you'd be a puppet.
Think on it. An
Puppet
entire kingdom for a
kingdom.
stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
See, he gets it.
Lady Ashe, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
Balthier's wit is so good, I'd forgotten just how good it was.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanasta soon.
All right, here we're
I
going to
want
see
you
the.
to assess its power.
We're going to
Our
see the
orders not
dumbest
specify that we
thing.
return the stone for testing.
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
Proof you shall receive.
Oh, he's going to get proof, all right.
Yep. I'm Membo.
There's the Shiva. So I like that they still kind of use the old summon names, not old, quote unquote, classic, I guess, original, some manner of word. They use the original summon names for the ships and have their own summon names as summons.
I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
Well, you've kind of ruined that trust.
Our equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Let's stick this thing that absorbs magic inside the ship's drive of something that is run by magic.
Such heat. The mist, it's burning.
6,800, 6,900, 7,000. This must be de-affected nethicite. The count still climbs.
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, Vayne.
What is this? Something's wrong.
What is it? You stand.
Hold her down!
I want it to be known she broke out of the handcuffs, by the way.
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up.
Trying to say something there?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
I like her attitude.
The future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
So fun fact, if you have Fran in your party for this fight, she's berserked.
Why do this, Bash? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
There we go. Hats are done. Yeah, but you can see it. Fran's berserked right there. Which you can set her up and make really good use of with like a dagger or something.
Yeah.
Because those have a decently high combo rate. Oh no, he's casting Reflect!
Oh no.
Fricker had 1 HP left. That bar was empty.
Yeah.
Engine power falling rapidly. Each negative, impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down
what's
there?
happened.
The nethicite's draining the ship's power.
Disengage it at once.
I want that
We're
number
trying
3
to
guy
get
seal.
it.
Let me in.
Challenge critical in 300. Cascade failure.
Ashe, let's go.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
You could have just stayed with
I know
us.
you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late?
Why not both?
I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
spooky exploding ghosts.
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
There you go. That's what that caused.
Yep.
What's that?
I think it's the dawn shard.
And what are we waiting for?
Let's go grab it.
Mhm.
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th fleet of the Arcadian Imperial
Sunk.
Army.
Sunk.
That's a very
As well as the
kind
events
word
in
for
the
what
Alps
happened.
Quit I Bujerba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ashe had made her return to Rabanasta. She had not, however, made known
It is a
her
very
presence.
kind word for
Rather, she was content with
imploded,
keeping both her own
exploded, and
thoughts
took the fleet with
and those of
it.
Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ashe then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
Yeah, there's about at least 7 more fleets.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. So, the entire time we're doing the Tomb of Raithwall, I was like, yeah, it's like a really short dungeon, and I'm like, in and out, 20-minute adventure.
Yeah.
Coincide, and I think the joke works even more with the fact that you come out and you get attacked by the fleet, and you're just like, ah! All right, now that building is 100% inspired by Star Wars. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Like there are some places where like, all right, here the comparison to Star Wars doesn't go that far. That you can't convince me anywhere else.
Yes.
A very small amount of comparison to Star Wars, but some of them it's like, okay.
Sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time.
They'll never
comes as
know
a
why.
most grievous
That's what's
blow.
funny.
Yeah.
Were Azaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency,
I
will he
am
be
the
your
Senate.
son? Justice
I am
must
the
be
Senate.
served.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Larsa so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Larsa has found his role to play and pursues it.
Skein is such a weird word.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
It's so
And who would
rarely
set
used,
him
but I
at
know what it
such
is.
tasks?
Like a little yarn ball kind of thing. Or
What
something
matter?
like a spool of thread, I think.
Lord Vane
Yeah.
himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vayne return to Arcades.
Alright, so remind me, where did we get to? We got to the plains, right?
Yeah.
Did we go into the mines at all last playthrough?
Mines again?
The hen mines, south of the plains.
That's a hard maybe.
Also, I just want to point out we are in the Debreus Deadlands. This is an optional end game area. I'm like, we chose to land here. Not to mention, like, you fly north, east, and then south, and that's how you get there. Or so you fly northeast from Raithwall to get here, and you would fly south from here to get to Ravenastor. Oh, I forgot something unfortunate. We can no longer do the Cleckatrice hunt.
It was the Dawn Shard that brought down
Wait.
the Imperial fleet.
We have to...
You know your stuff.
We have to do stuff in the plains.
Power of such force.
The Giza will now be stuck in the rains until we do a certain amount of story
Ashe,
stuff.
You know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia. More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vayne wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard? Most likely the Midlight Shard, too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Yeah, but it's
Very
not the
well.
same.
Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them.
And do what? Make
Dalmasca
Ravenastor
does not
another
forget kindness,
Nebradia?
nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died. And the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
The Gareth may know.
I gotta love it. It's like, I'm gonna use this thing.
Matricide lore is
Do you know how to? Do you know how?
How do?
The cry of the Nethicite's power.
It's such a simple
Whispers of
question,
the
but you're just like,
storm's menace.
wait a second. Do
Dangerous
I?
though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you. I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
Everyone's like, man, you're such a jerk.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say.
I'll know when I find it.
What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
You can just say revenge for your brother, it's fine.
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan. So they do.
We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
The deluge.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know, but we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Resolve is not
Man
strength of
cannot
arms.
live by resolve alone, Princess.
I don't know who that is, so I can leave a message. Excuse me. There you are. Our shipment arrived safely and business has been brisk. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten our arrangement. Go to a nearby shop, any will do, and look in the bazaar goods. Oh my god.
Ew.
Leave a darn message. I have no idea who you are. If they call a third time, I'm gonna answer and I'm gonna be pissed. So now we can buy one of the monographs. I don't know which one this one is, but we're not going to be buying it for a while. Also, we have exactly 69 heal.
Wow. Funny number.
It's good to see you again. I have had so little opportunity to speak with Humes. My people keep to themselves. The number of visitors to our village could be counted on a single hand. So did I long to come to a great city such as Rabanastre? That wish has now come true, but this is not how I hoped it would be. I knew my choice would bring hardship, yet things will get better. I suppose few things go as we originally planned them. That is why we must each struggle through life. I too will struggle towards my goal. Heard that side quest a little bit.
Yes.
Alright. 3 remedies, 2 teleport stones. The demon wall. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so we could probably do rock toys now, but I don't want to go up there. I mean, we could. We could try. I've been secretly raising a pet, but I'm afraid I've gotten more than I bargained for, Kupo. I'll be waiting at the Ku Skygrounds in Bujerba. Because we also need to do Nidhogg. Alright, looks like they haven't called again, so maybe they'll leave a message.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna say this point blank. If you don't leave a message and I don't know your number, I'm not going to contact you. Just leave the darn message. Even if you expect me to call back right away, just leave the message. You're way more likely to get a response if you need to talk to somebody. Okay. I don't know why I walked all the way here. I could have just teleported, but
you were busy ranting.
I was busy ranting, you're right. You know what, we can see the side quest is here now. Because we gotta go this way anyway. I don't technically have to, but we haven't taken an airship yet. There he is! I've been waiting for some time. You see, I'm in need of assistance. Please hear my words. Been sent from Arcadia to study the sandstorms of the Dalmasca Wester Sand, but the storm's violence makes such study impossible. There is a place in the desert at the end of a long trail that winds through the north. Mayhap you know it, that is the site of my study. But before the wrath of such a storm, I can do nothing. This is why I seek help. I have made no progress on my own. I would like you to start by gathering information within Ravenaster. My own inquiries have yielded little. There is one man who knows more than he will say. He sits atop the fountain in the plaza. He does not care for the Empire, so he will tell me nothing. Perhaps you will have better luck. It's like my guy really just wants to know about the sandstorm. He wants to know about the storm in the Wester Sand? Been talking to that philosopher from Arcades, huh? Well, you seem alright. Back when I was a kid, I remember that storm growing worse and worse. We had a way to make it inside, though. Now, if I could just remember. You should go talk to my friend Northen over by Storehouse 5 in Lowtown. We were always playing in those sandstorms when we were kids. Well, they have not left a message, which means they were probably expecting an immediate response and didn't get it, so...
Yeah.
I'll look up the number later. If it's a business, it'll pop up. If it's not a business, then it was a mistake. Echo herbs, I like those. You? Yes. I'd almost forgotten about playing out in those storms, but not completely. What you need is a wind vein to get through. Goose and me had it split up into 2 pieces, 1 each, get it? That way we could only go to our secret hideout together. But I buried my half. Head west in the Wester Sand, you'll come to a dead end with these giant Dynast cactuses. It's under one of them. You're not looking for the wind vein itself, just one of the 2 parts we split it into. So we cannot complete this side quest right now. I do not think. Let me see what we've got. Inventory abilities. No, not with what we've got.
Ew.
We do not have any of the tools needed. Not to mention, with the damage the thing in the sandstorm deals, I don't think any of us would survive. So, you know, a little spoiler, it's a boss fight, but we've not been out here. Oh no, we only went to kill Dextera and then we came back. Alright, let me see if I can't remember. So we go this way. Oh yeah, now that we have Belias, we can also get everyone's second job board. We'll have to get there on the license board. I don't remember where it is for everyone, but it should be close to the start.
Yeah.
Great. Another N-Tite. I love seeing those. I was hoping we wouldn't. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I found a really good area to grind in with those dudes in it. Right, here we go. You obtain a wind globe. Yeah, there's another area if you go south from like right at the bottom of this area that also has some Dynast cactuses, but that's not the right area. Don't be fooled.
There's another.
Ain't gotta take this phone call.
Oh no, now you've got one. We're not doing any story just yet. We're gonna do some of the hunts. So if I can do, we can also probably do Nidhogg now. And if we can do that, we can set us up for another side quest. Actually, I think we can do the side quest now. I do not believe it. Well, we saw it with our own eyes. A strange sort of egg, and it wasn't long before it hatched. Kept growing and growing. We were terrified. Now that I think about it, that's just about the time the sandstorms started getting worse. Is that a wind globe you've got there? That looks just like the one you used to have, Northen. That's because it is. Let me have a look. There, this should let you make your way through the storm. Now you just need to decide whether that's really what you want to be doing. Well, that's about it. I can't think of anything we might have left out. After the help you've given me, it pains me to stay, but I've been relieved of my commission to study the sandstorm. Lack of results, they said. I have nothing to give you by way of reward. Pray keep the wind vein instead. Mayhap you will learn the secret of the sandstorm where I could not. May your travels be safe. Alright, well that's that. Alright, let's go ahead. Actually, hold on. Okay, we have Gil. Yes, by Leisurecraft. I don't remember what the shop on the airship has, so this is a good opportunity to look. There's also the chance I get extremely lucky and get a Satan Grot, but it is very, very unlikely. Telling us where we can go to rest and proceed with travel once we're done. Gissel Greens. Okay, is that it? Unfortunate. Make our money back. Welcome back.
Alright, so I got good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
The good news is that was the nurse who was under my doctor. And I scheduled a time to swing by there and drop off the paperwork to get it done. However, that's where the bad news is. I decided Monday, so sooner rather than later.
Fair enough, I suppose. Audio decided to bork out for a second there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this real quick. Just in case.
The game was not happy with my decision.
Let you know. It's like, why would you do that? So I don't know if it worked out on stream, but we're listening to it through OBS, so you guys don't hear it through my mic, and that he can hear it, but it worked out a little bit. We're gonna skip this side quest, because we can't complete it for a very long time, and it is something that I have to keep track of, so we're just not gonna do it yet. Basically, we won't be able to complete that until we have access to, like, the last city.
So unfortunately, we will not be able to do this Monday.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
Your
Monday.
own, yeah. You have to do your own thing, or nothing.
I might just say no stream on Monday and upload a video instead, because I've been really bad about getting that stuff done. I could probably take today and do it. I need to, like, the biggest thing is I need to go through all of the files that I've recorded and just rename them, so I go like, here's part 1, here's part 2, here's part 3, and I can just know that at a glance, rather than go, all right, you know, because I know for Disgaea 4, I forgot to record some of them, so I had to download them, which means they're not in the same format as what OBS has, which is just, you know, the date and time.
Yeah.
You have spoken with Mont Blanc? You will accept my request? You will hunt the rock toys? I always knew it pays to have friends. I'm Pilica. Me and Mont Blanc have been friends for a long time. That's why I went to him. It's kind of embarrassing, but I had this rock toys I was keeping as a pet. But he ran away. I'd given up on finding him. Then I started hearing the rumors about a giant Titan toys wreaking havoc in the mines. And then I realized it's him. It's my pet. I just know it. My little toy slipped into the mines and he absorbed magicite energy and he got all big and violent. I'd get him back myself, but the mines are awfully big. I'd get lost. I'd get a friend to help, but I'm so embarrassed. And he's in sight too. So I'm not sure if we can beat him, but we can probably beat Nidhogg now. And that alone gives us access to a side, or more of a side quest rather. So honestly, currently, Monday, probably not going to stream. I don't know what I would do. I don't want to start a rando seed I'm not going to finish. Well, yeah. Not that I wouldn't finish it, but I'm not going to finish it on stream. So I'll see if maybe I can think of some stuff to have in case of emergency.
I mean, you could do a Emerald rando with like Norman as the goal.
Yeah.
That would be short enough. Obviously not what you're in the mood for, but just saying.
Well, I'm also trying to build up the audience for this and then see what we can go from there. And I don't know how much the audiences overlap. It is a rare game. All right, well. He gave us 3 license points. And there he is. With a bat. There we go, much better damage. Ow. There we go.
We did it.
We can go further and attempt the rock toys. Some of these, there's just not much you can do in terms of challenge. It's just, all right. Like, we didn't destroy him, but that really wasn't much of a challenge. I'm just going to ignore all those Kelly boys. Go. And the rock toy should be in. Hold on, past the Skelly boy. There he is.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, great. We're taking self-damage from this. I'm actually going to make this 40% and turn that off. I think that's going to be better off for us in the long run. Kira's already fallen off for him. There we go. Not that you're doing a lot of damage, Ashe, but, you know, chip damage works. Great, now we're slow. Sir? There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, and the Cluckatrice we can't do yet. It has to be in the Giza Dry, and I don't remember what lets you swap the seasons back. I'll look it up over the weekend, but so the way it works is it's permanently stuck in dry until Raithwall. Then you unlock the rains, and then after the rains at some point, I think it's once you get to Jahara. There he goes. Once you get to Jahara, it starts a cycle. So I think it's every 20 real minutes on the in-game timer, it will swap. It's either 20 or 30. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up, but that'll be later anyway. Now I'll see if I can't figure out where the blind and sleep spells are. Get some free license points and loot, honestly, from these guys. Oh, there it is again. I don't think the game understands what the purpose of rare means. It's supposed to be a rare game, not a common game. But I don't know. We'll find ones later that are rare for sure. Alright, there we go. Now we're out. Now we can turn those two in. You have defeated the Nidhogg, most glorious of days. Now I hope they will reopen the mines. Rose Corsage, Balaclava 600 gil. As a memento of the service you have done us, it is a Nidhogg molting. Jeez, I can't talk. Very good, powdered and eaten. Very invigorating. Pro tip, if you do the Nidhogg hunt, don't sell that. use it for another quest. Thank you, Koopa. What a pal! And look, my pet has learned his lesson and come home. There he is. All small.
All small.
My pet, his name's Carbo. I know, it's not good to keep a pet in secret. I'm really sorry for what happened. I'm gonna move someplace where we can both live in peace. Here, accept this as a token of my thanks. Thank Mont Blanc for me. Two high potions, 1200 gil, and a survival vest. That's pretty good.
So, you know what? Today I learned that there is a difference between spells, healing spells and abilities for healers.
In 14?
Yep.
Yep. You can be silenced in early content, so the abilities would be the stuff you could use while being silenced.
Because there's a thread of temperance doesn't buff Tetra. I'm like, it doesn't?
Yep. Because it's not a spell.
Yeah.
Alright, what's this favor? I forgot my diary on the second floor of Cleo's Technics, and I want someone to go pick it up for me. I actually work there, but I play hooky sometimes. Well, a lot. So if I was to just show up, you understand. The second floor is only open to staff, so you'll want to wear this armband to get in.
I just mentioned that because I've been using temperance slightly wrong then.
Oh, don't worry. You're not the first one, probably. You won't be the last. But yeah, you need to look at all of your tooltips and be like, is this a spell? Is this a weapon skill? Is this an ability?
So I'm pretty sure my lilies fall under ability, so... Which even still, in the, like, dire circumstances that I use it, I do, I think, end up using at least one spell. And it also has the 10% damage reduction. Yep, there he is, noodling about.
When I brought my pets Carbo and Bianco to the shop, my master got quite cross with me. No one likes my pets. I brought Carbo back home with me, but Bianca got lost somewhere in the store. Boy, won't whoever finds her be surprised. Vanished. Sadly, you can't do anything with that information, but it's fun. You got my diary for me. You didn't read it, did you? I've done nothing. A jade collar. So there's another side quest. I don't remember what the jade collar does, but... Improved chance of avoiding attacks. That's pretty decent. See if maybe it's in here. Gravity, raise, aqua, disable is very good. Gravity is one of those spells that I feel like it sits in the vein of instant death spells, where I feel like it's so inconsequential, it's almost never worth using. Because it's just fractional damage. Just says, hey, reduce HP by a set amount. But unlike, you know, say Pokemon, where it has like a couple moves like that do that, or do set damage, most of the game is immune to it, I think. And a lot of the enemies that aren't, it's like, all right, well, you're not immune to gravity, but I could also just, you know, use this other action and take off a quarter of your health anyway.
Great, I have found your answer to your query.
I don't feel like that's right, but
First thing I found.
it may be an hour, but I don't think it's 2 hours, 1 hour. But I'll be able to look. What's the website for it? Where's it pulling from?
Game Facts.
Not that I don't trust the people in Game Facts, but they've been known to get stuff wrong. You know,
Yeah.
as people do. It's a people thing, not a Game Facts thing. Like I said, not like it's gonna matter today. I'll just look it over the weekend and double check. And we'll make our way to Jahara, so I believe getting to Jahara is the key. It's either getting to Jahara or finishing the mine segment. I'm not 100% certain. So once you've completed Jahara. So yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's getting there or... Oh, you know what? Hold on. There's another hunt.
Currently reading over this other Game Facts page that had a similar topic.
I don't know why I'm going here. It's not an elite hunt. It's a regular. I don't even know it's available yet. Yeah, this is me, you know, showing Isaac stuff for Rando and how I do stuff, while also, like, trying to do more of this game in a way that I haven't done before. I normally do all these way later. We have the Wyvern Lord. Sighted a great wyvern while surveying the Jensen Sand Sea, left unchecked to pose a threat to Ravenaster. Fell it in my stead. There is a creature on Osmond Plain. Kill it. This is how one summons a hunter, is it not? Good, I'll be waiting. He's in Jahara. We haven't been there yet. I lost a ring and I must have it back. I wait on Giza Plains. Come during the rains. Again, I don't know what I'm doing trying to run around. I can literally teleport.
Alright, so again, I found 2-hour drive, 1-hour rain. And it is according to the in-game time.
Yeah, it is in-game time, so if I do this, the time won't pass. Need to do this. Press the triangle button instead of start.
As for when that happens, they mention once you get the cycles started, visit the Henne mines to do this.
Oh, that's probably for something else, but
regardless, going off of the first thing, it is our next stop.
Yeah, it is our next stop. I just don't remember the specific trigger on when it starts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of guides, you know how you obviously were like, oh man, I really hope the IGN guide is for strikers is better than Royal, right?
Yeah,
I'd probably say so.
good, because the guides for freaking Royal and Poor Golden were awful. Excuse me, jeez. I don't know if that's coming through, but so we're gonna break all these trees and gives us access to a new area. We won't do anything in said new area, but because it's very like it's level 30. Right, I don't think it's in this area. I'm not. We're just gonna reset it. There we go. They only appear when it's really heavy rain. So if you just make the weather not heavy rain, they just go away. Mind you, those things are like level 30, 40, and go with high level magic, so we cannot beat them yet. I don't know what jobs I'm gonna give everyone, so I'll figure that out on my own. Actually, I know what I'm giving Ashe, so I should probably do that. So there's Belias. We are going to give you Monk. What this does is this gives her access to light armor, a bunch of HP boosts and attack boosts, and pulls. So she'll not only be able to heal, she'll be able to deal a lot of damage. Problem is, I thought we bought one of these weapons for her. I guess we did not. And gain MP after dealing damage is something very good. There you go. Now she's set. I don't know what I'm giving everyone else. I don't have a lot of money, so it might be better to wait to buy her a weapon. Until after we get to Jahara. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit into like what each class does, and then I'll just kind of write it down. And the next stream, I'll just be like, all right, here's what I'm doing. Here's why I'm doing it, and we'll do it then.
Yeah.
I may give it to them off stream if I have to grind, but I don't know if we're at a point we need to grind again. I think we are, but we'll have to see what the next shop looks like. All right, I'm gonna take this opportunity and top us off here. Here he is. All right, just have bravery. I don't want that. Ah, man. I gotta do it again. Get that regen off. Or are you just gonna continuously put it on? Ow.
This thing's kind of kicking your ass.
It's level doubled.
No. That's fair enough.
Oh my god. Okay. It's got like 2 HP left. All right. Unfortunate. Because now it's healed itself.
Damn boo.
I don't know if there's too much we can do about that other than just get a little bit more damage. So we can like slide back in later and then just... That's a problem with a lot of hunts is they go, oh, it's level doubles. And it's like, yeah, but you already gave it, you know, adrenaline and last stand and everything else. So its stats are already increased by a lot when it's at critical HP. And like it's like way harder. Go ahead and restore Ashe's poor MP pool.
Yep.
Yeah, I could probably grind a little and do it right now, but I would like to make progress and get to the next area and get more gear, because that'll do us more good than anything else. Because not only do we have that hunt, we have 2 more. They're probably on the same level. And one of them's flying, so I'd like to get maybe some other jobs that might benefit some people that don't have access to hitting flying.
Yes.
Like once Ashe gets a polearm weapon, she will be able to hit flying enemies. I don't know what I'm giving Bosch, and telekinesis is a Narnia on this board, so who knows why they did that. Iron pull. Bam. More damage.
More damage.
Don't know why we're getting a potion in the rains, but you know what? I don't know how to do the treasure data. It's a high potion to heal here so I don't piss off the elemental. High ethers are very good. We're going to take care of this tree. I think this might be the last one. I'll know as soon as, you know, like a second here. Yep, the last one. Get a little sound effect. So we can't do anything in the area right now aside from try to fight some high-level turtles, but there's a hunt that shows up later, so just getting that little puzzle out of the way now. All right, once more.
Yes.
Okay, you're just gonna constantly cast regen. Yeah, we just did it a little more damage. That and blocking, two important things. So let's go turn that in.
So apparently in Rabbit and Steel, if you have the Sunflower Crown and Evasion Potion, at the same time, the size of your hitbox is a negative number, so projectiles pass through you.
That's hysterical. Invisible rabbits. Also play Rabbit and Steel, it's very good.
Ish. It's $14. Grab it.
Grab it? Grab it with a G?
Grab it.
It's my favorite Rabbit and Steel class, the Grabbits. Seriously, if you like bullet hells or any like MMO rating stuff, play it.
Funny rabbit game.
I played in small chunks just to not burn myself out on it. The ring! At long last it's found. Here, take this. The ring, take it to my beloved. You should do the thing, but you can't do it yet. All right, so I'm glad we could do that. That hunts. Leaves me more confident in my damage than I was before. I'm also going to take the Protect Gambit off now. You don't really need it for travel. Echo Herbs. An 87 gil. I'll put that to good use later. And we bought Disable, and I think we can use that on the next hunt we're gonna do, but I need to give someone a new class. I think I'm actually gonna give it to Vaughn. Actually, you know what? Put you in the party. You guys need some experience and levels. Give you double XP. All right, who has Libra? I forgot. Great. There we go. Libra is very important. 2 gil! A whole 2 gil!
Whole 2 gil.
One of my many minor annoyances with the treasure system in this game. It's like I understand, you know, maybe not, you know, making every guild chest like, you know, 1,000 or, you know, 10,000, but maybe don't make the minimum so low. Maybe make the minimum like 50.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be appreciated. What level are these guys? 21.
21.
21. Yeah, these guys are doing a little bit more damage to us. Bunny!
Bunny.
Do you heal us? Are you a kind bunny? No? Okay. Sadly, you do need to kill the passive bunny rabbits for your bestiary, but we're not worried about that, so I'm not gonna. Magic generates so much enmity, it's insane. Like, it's very good, but it's just like, you know, it's like, you know, I'm pointing a gun at you and just, you know, someone hits you with this block of ice, you're like, what did you just do to me? And just walk over there, just ignore the guy with the gun. Excuse me. I've drank like half a can of soda. I don't know where the burps are coming from, dude.
Well, that was your issue. You drank Cold Boy.
I drank like a half a Cold Boy, and I didn't even do it very.
Cold Boy.
I didn't even do it very fast.
A million years gas.
I didn't even do it very fast. It was just like, nah, suffer. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll suffer. Yeah, I'm foregoing exploration of this area in order to make it to the town. One, to give us the story. Two, to get access to equipment, really. I'll save you. Not that you needed saving, but you were doing pretty well against that bird. Oh, hello. 278. 287. Ah, 3 birds with 1 spell. This is what makes chaining difficult in this area, is those darn snakes. Darn snakes.
Darn snakes.
Activate this before I somehow forget. Who are you? This is Garifland. No place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osmond plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains troubled them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, war chief? Again?
Again?
Ellipsis. What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. Their responsibility will be mine. If that is your wish, war chief. I wonder what they look like under those masks.
Yeah.
I have not made introductions. I am Supinelu, war chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the Hume world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. You know what? That's fair. So you too have come to speak about the Nether site. You must speak with the elders. Though our mask may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. Okay, look, I'm glad that you have made it known, hey, you may not recognize us. Just look around.
Yeah.
Thanks for not being offended that it's really difficult to tell your masks apart. Alright, so that's +5 for Bosch. Nice, okay. Wow, really? We saved ourselves 4,200 gil. Hell yeah. +6. No spears? Huh. We're gonna make Pinello like a samurai. Don't remember. I think it's Bushi in this. And we're gonna buy that for her. So I think I've mentioned already, katanas have a high combo rate and scale off of strength and magic. So you have high in both. Not only is like you have this weapon here, do a lot of damage, have a high combo rate. Oh, but you can also hit flying in groups of enemies with magic. Very good. Ask of the elders. You two have come to learn of this Nether site. We Garif protect the old ways, the old knowledge. Perhaps one of us knows of this stone. My knowledge, however, is little. I know that Nethicite makes the power of magic as nothing, but that is all. But you already knew this, did you not? You are the Humes our war chief saw in the plains. Welcome to our village, protected by the clear foe of this Sagot? I am Supinello's brother, Kadalu. I worry, for Supinello often goes to the plains alone. Why, when the others surely wish to train with him? He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes? On you go. I think. But you. It's a word I hear quite often of late, though I know not why, nor do I know anything of this stone. So too did I tell the Hume child who asked me before. Warriors abound. Nope. Saddens me to admit I know nothing of this stone. Magitite contains within it a great power, thus have we worshipped the stones from the beginning. Yet I have never heard of this Nethicite. Perhaps the High Chief knows something of this. Alright, well, I think that's all of them if we name drop the High Chief. Now? No, do not tell me, it is written clear upon your face, so the elders could not help. Then you must meet with the Great Chief. I must learn more about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your great chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of the Dynast King Raithwall. If the Garib have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? Yes, this rock that no longer works, and I want to know why. I have looked into your eyes and have seen that you speak the truth. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead across this bridge. Meet with the great chief. Voice acting!
This Nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king.
A Yum?
Called the Dynast King. He used the Nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Raithwall flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use this stone?
He said as much.
Yeah. Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who will the stone in ages yet to come.
Thanks, Judge Geese. You robbed us of a weapon.
This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
It's him.
It's him, Beth.
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity.
You're much better than my
This terrible war
escort.
can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ashe, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ashe, let us go to Bur Omasace.
Larsa's like
With
the
the
only
blessing of
person
his
of the
grace,
Empire I
Grand
trust
Courtiers
right now.
Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the kingdom of Dalmasca. As queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this.
He makes a good point.
Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Not really much of a hostage if it's willing.
Rustler.
Yeah.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the king's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rassler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
Ashe is just like, Just spilled a life story to me randomly. Meanwhile, Ashe is like, what am I doing? What do I do? Do I trust him?
Yeah.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
Why so cryptic?
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
He's not terrible.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht Yensa, right up to Raithwall's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethicite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're
something more valuable than this ring.
Why?
Yep.
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethicite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Take this as a token of our parting. What is it? It's a killer bow.
Wait.
You would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Well, we're not gonna do that quite yet. There it goes, slowly going. There it goes, and stop. We have a little bit more time, so we're gonna trying to think of like what I need to do next to do the story. So I'm just gonna head the direction I think we need to go. I'm gonna check Lars's gambits real quick. No, you can't use my potions. So we're gonna head to the Gomori jungle to the east. And as we do our traveling, we're gonna level up some of the other reserve party members. Meanwhile, everything is weak to wind, and the staff we have boosts wind, so this is really good. 15 hundo damage. 27. What have I told you about stepping on those?
And do it at every turn.
Give me a heart attack every time it happens. Yeah. I didn't look at the magic stuff they have in the Jahara shop, I don't think.
I guess this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Bon.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca, it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
I was branded a criminal for like 10 years. What do you mean?
Hope for honor. Yet never did I forget my knightly vows.
I think it was like 2 years or something.
If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly.
And it's just like, I was branded a criminal, and I'm already in shame.
What is shame to me?
Yeah.
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a future where we can
Not
join
that
hands
bad, am I?
as brothers.
Larson, please. This is serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
I wonder what they were talking about. Look at that dumb bucket. Look at these helmets. They make no sense.
The Senate
That one makes more, but
Lord Vane is not one to be
it's like a
brought
Dark
down
Souls
easily.
character.
The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank
Give
and
me my
file.
water and just pour it into the top. Ah, delicious.
Strike down the enemies of the Empire.
Like a jug.
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Napodis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so? He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
Oh, he's ruthless? Oh, he needs to be more so.
Zagabath, what of you? Surely you
Got like a
do not
little
believe
like
his brothers were
chin
traitors?
snout thing.
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Meanwhile, we've got, you know, large, unfunctional male Al Ra horns on this
Your
helmet.
Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
Really got to put the pool doodles on that one.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The
Wow.
fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once.
We need to protect Larsa from the Senate.
It falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
I mean, that literally was the task given to you, Gabranth. It was literally like the one thing he asked of you was like, protect Larsa.
Yeah.
Sir, are you okay? We tried passing through Gomori jungle, but we encountered some sort of barrier and could go no further. There must be a way through. Probably. Oh, hold on. No, you have like no MP. There you go. Now you have 236 magic points.
Wow.
I think now we're technically under leveled. Yeah, like sheer technicality. But again, levels don't matter as much as gear.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not actually like a defense stat. Like there is, but like it's not. It's only based on your equipment. If I take off my equipment, my defense is 0. Okay, fine. Hold on, let me see. Do you have... Yeah, let's turn that off. That's the one problem with the faux any gambit, is if they are like just in this vicinity, they will target them, and they don't untarget until they do that action if it's queued up. So it kind of leads to problems. So that's why I tend to prefer nearest visible, because at least it's close.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. We gotta do this first then. Do that first.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey, I'm talking
Our
away.
choices are few.
Also, I hope we're ready for Vaughn to be stupid again.
Friend? Both
Yeah, I remember.
As much for you as it is me.
He's like, come on, tell me what's happening, man.
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Keep quiet. Just does like the mouth shut. Shh.
Shut.
Shut.
Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome. An
No.
unsought guest.
No. Sorry, Fran. Or Penelo. But also sorry, Fran. But Fran made that choice on her own.
Yeah.
This theme is what makes me sad the PS5 no longer has like the background themes, because I have
In
the Arid Village one,
ahead, you will find her, Mjern.
and it plays this
Bring
song.
her to me. She will know why you called her.
It makes me sad. If anybody at Sony works or ever watches my stream, I put the freaking themes on the PS5. I paid money for some of them, and I have a lot of them that I would like to use. I don't care about the game backgrounds, like, ever. Alright, so there's a shop here. It'll stay there. Bunny!
News.
I think there's a treasure chest that appears in the village as well. I don't know if it's 100% though. Okay, I think this is it. No, that's not it. I think maybe this way? I think this is where you get haste. I am uncertain. But having a magic way to counter slow would be really good. I may be thinking of the original too. I think it's like the one spell I get mixed up. I'll look it up. I don't tend to use the single target ones a lot, and I know where the multi-target ones are.
Mjern lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjern.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
I love Vaughn putting his foot down.
Ah.
Yeah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Miern is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer.
That's not true, but...
Embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Vaughn's just like unbelievably aggressive. But I think he has to be in this situation. It's like, you're gonna be stubborn, so am I.
Yeah. Just trying to out-stubborn me.
I'm more stubborn than you.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
Can you tell your trees to stop being
The
cryptic?
Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
I remember that compliment I gave Vaughn. We're gonna take 2 steps backwards. There it is. Okay, I wasn't mistaken. We don't have a time mage. I'm thinking about making Vaughn my time mage because I remember time magic and Ulan is something that's pretty decent. I don't remember why off the top of my head, but it's a combination I ended up going with. The other option we had for Light Mage was adding in Machinist, which gives them guns which bypass defense for like kind of set damage, but they also get like all of the item boosts. So all the remedy stuff, all the item boosts for potions and Phoenix downs.
Not bad, Vaughn. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one.
Yep, 2 steps forward, 2 steps
what
back.
was she saying about men in a warren?
The Henna Magicite mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Yes.
I was wondering
dying
what Yote
inside
said, you know,
already.
About how you said the same thing 50 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Your
I'm sorry,
point?
everybody.
How old were you again?
Nice fun.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to go up, please.
He doesn't even realize what he did wrong.
Yeah.
So... we're not gonna teleport. So I'm gonna try and move the story forward here just a little bit more. We're not gonna be able to finish the mines. I'm 75% sure we don't have the gear for it, but I would like to take some time and double check and maybe get some people up some levels, get some abilities, get the job board for everybody. The second job board, I honestly think, will help us much more than gear, because we'll get access to, like, different licenses, different buffs. And I know where the map is for this place. I'll just get there. Excuse me. Yeah, Penelo's already level 20. She is catching up real fast. Devil Suit working wonders. So gives me hope that I probably won't over level while trying to get everyone else to catch up.
Yeah.
There's a save crystal right here, so I'm not going to use a gold needle. And that's another thing. I need to stock up on some of these items and figure out where some of these spells are. Have you a potion on you? My friend is badly wounded. I fear that untreated, he'll die. You canned a potion to the Imperial. My friend's life is saved. We are in your debt. We fled here from the Hen Mines. You were attacked, you see. It was all we could do to make it this far. We'll rest here until my friend's wounds have had a chance to heal. If you like, we could lend you the use of a chocobo until then. There's a lot of terrain around here which can't be accessed without a chocobo. You let me know when you need one. You know what? A sure sign that such a path is nearby is the presence of chocobo footprints. Wow, chocobo footprints.
Ew.
But you can only access this part via that way. And you can do so from the other side as well. You can see that path right over there. Ooh, green beret. There's a free chocobo right here. This one does not cost Gissel greens. It'll just take you where you want to go.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
Alright, so are we in new stuff for you yet?
I think this is the new stuff now. So I do faintly remember, you know, the village we just did, so.
20. Yeah, so these guys are kind of what I tend to grind on. But I think they have a chance to drop some piece of equipment. And they're pretty easy to chain. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna go back to the village. This chocobo seems to have been separated from its friends. It looks lonely. Ride the chocobo. Don't worry. I'll take you back to your buddy. He's up this way. Because I don't think I can take him into the woods. Oh, I can. Sweet. I don't know if these two shops are different, so I'm just going to go to the one that shows up later and see what we can get. I know a lot about this game, but some of the finer points elude me because it's not stuff I paid attention to. Like, hey, what's Thextera weak to when it comes to status effects? I don't know, I just beat him up. It's like the second hunt. Don't really need to know what he's weak to. Kill. Hey, it's these guys who met on the Leviathan. Alright, so this is definitely better stuff. Oh wow, a spear we can't wield. Okay. Definitely better stuff. The killer bow we got as a reward might be better than the elfin bow. Yeah, pretty decent defensive increases. Agate ring. I'm not sure if I want those, but I think I'll buy a couple of them if I have money. Virology, Estina, and Stona. We do want that. For sure. Yeah, these are all pretty decent spells, so I'm gonna have to grind some money. Thundara for our mage, so she has a non-arrow area spell. As well as Fire. Bleed is good. Estina is good. Break is not as good, but I'll buy it. So yeah, I've got a lot of money to grind. Yeah, the shielded armor is going to be good for Bosch. It means he'll have not only better defense, but perma protect while he has it on. So before we end, I'm going to kind of go through my thoughts on what I think the jobs are going to be for the second job board, but I'm not solidifying anything yet. So honestly, I'm solidifying a couple of things. So Pinello is going to be a Bushi, a samurai, because of the katana stuff, as we've stated already. Then we have Vaughn as a spear wielder. Now Balthier, I'm going to go with the default that I always do for him. And I think we're going to make him a foe breaker. So what that's going to give us is somebody who can combo really well, but also has access to all of the techniques that reduce enemies' defensive stats and offensive stats. So this will be good on a variety of different hunts and whatnot. But what we will also do simultaneously is this class setup can really wreck Yasmet's face. Because it's the way all the stats scale and whatnot, and he'll have access to the Yagyu Darkblade, which is dark damage, which he's weak to. With a high combo stat and Berserk and Bravery, he will just shred Yasmet's HP when we get there. That is not for way down the line, but even without, Yasmet being a thing, he will still shred some HP. We just need a little bit more setup. Archer. What do we have? What do we have left over? So we have Machinist and Red Mage. So probably what I'm going to do is we're probably going to give Machinist to Fran. Actually, hold on. Yes, Machinist to Fran. Which leaves Bosch with Red Mage. Now, Bosch's magic stat's not going to be that great, but it means he will be able to hit flying with magic if it shows up. Because he'll have access to dark spells. Machinist kind of doubles up on what Archer is already doing, but it gives access to some HP boosts, some extra armor, and some item lures. And Traveler, once we get it. But I don't want to, I don't want to give Machinist to Bosch. Because that doesn't really help him much. HP. Not a lot of extra stuff on the side either. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing on the extra parts. Like I said, this is just theory crafting. I could change my mind pretty easily. But that's what I'm thinking of going with. But for now, it's that time again. So I gotta say goodbye to all of you. Monday, hope for the best, assume the worst. Probably not gonna be a stream. Just expect a video to be uploaded. And I'm gonna take the weekend, so I'm gonna upload a video on non-stream days. So Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are gonna be video days. I'm gonna upload stuff then. That I think should be okay. But take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you at latest Wednesday.
Yeah. Goodbye.